Power, silence, discipline, presence, dominance without speaking a single word. That's the level you're building now. You won't need to shout. You won't need to prove yourself with noise. Because when you walk in, the air will shift. People will feel it. The tension, the pressure, the energy of someone who's been through war and survived. They won't know your story, but they'll feel your scars. They won't see your battles, but they'll sense your pain. You've built something invisible, but undeniable, an aura, a force field of discipline and strength. Every step you take commands respect, not because you said a word, but because of who you've become, the way you carry yourself, the way you stand, the way your eyes lock on your goal, without blinking, without flinching, without fear. This is what happens when you train your mind harder than your body, when you kill weakness silently, when you let your actions speak louder than any voice ever could. They'll feel your energy before you even speak. The weight of your presence will hit the room like a storm, like a silent threat, like controlled violence. Your body language will scream without making a sound. Shoulders back, head high, eyes locked, breath steady, every muscle in control, every step calculated. You don't need noise, you don't need attention, you don't need fake confidence, because real power doesn't need an introduction. You've earned this presence, built it rep by rep, hour by hour, day by day. While others talked, you worked. While others posted, you practiced. While others partied, you sacrificed. And now the results are showing, not in your words, but in your aura. Your discipline radiates, your focus burns through your eyes, your mindset is unshakable. And when you enter the room, they'll pause, they'll go quiet, they won't know why, but their instincts will. They'll sense a predator is here. A warrior walks among them, and they'll fear you without you saying a single word. This isn't about ego, it's about control, self-control, emotional control, mental control. You don't react like before, you don't flinch, you don't overthink. Your silence is louder than their words. Your stillness is more threatening than their noise, because they know you're not here for small talk. You're not here for validation. You're here for results, for growth, for domination, the calm before the storm. That's you, a walking storm, waiting for the right moment to unleash. People will wonder, what's he thinking? What's he planning? What's hiding behind that stare? They won't know. They'll guess. They'll overthink. But you already decided your next move. Your discipline has sharpened your instincts. Your pain has erased hesitation. Your failures have built your focus, and now your entire body speaks one language: control. When you sit, you dominate the space. When you stand, you own the room. When you look at someone, they feel it. The pressure, the weight of a man who's seen darkness and survived. That's why they fear you now, not because of your words, but because of your silence. If you want more brutal truths like this, and you're ready to kill your weakness for good, subscribe now. No turning back. They'll smile in front of you, but deep down, they're uncomfortable. Your presence triggers something inside them. Their insecurities, their laziness, their fear of discipline, because you are everything they're not willing to become. You show them what sacrifice looks like, what focus feels like, what commitment truly means, and that scares them. They'll say you're cold, they'll say you're distant, they'll say you've changed, and they're right. You have changed. You had to. You burned the old version of you. You buried weakness. You silenced the excuses. Now, you walk different, talk less, observe more. You calculate. You analyze. You strike only when necessary. But when you do, it's devastating, because your silence isn't weakness. It's loaded power, waiting, coiled, controlled. You've mastered your emotions. You've mastered your reactions. And now, you let your results speak. Let your actions scream. Let your progress do the talking. You don't need applause. You don't need attention. You need one thing: domination, mental domination, physical domination, life domination. And every time you enter a room, without saying a word, they'll know exactly who they're dealing with. This is power without noise, strength without announcement, dominance without show. You've built something few understand: mental sharpness, emotional control, physical discipline. Every room you enter, you shift the energy. People sit up straighter. They lower their voices. They sense it. They feel the pressure. They feel the weight of your presence. And it scares them, because you remind them of everything they're avoiding. You're a mirror, a reflection of their laziness, their excuses, their wasted time. And that burns them inside, so they'll label you too serious, too intense, too aggressive. Good, let them, because behind every too much is someone who's too lazy, too scared, too weak. You didn't build this aura for their approval. You built it for survival, for growth, for legacy. You learned to walk through storms without flinching. You learned to fight battles without complaining. You learned to suffer without announcing your pain. And now you've become something rare, something dangerous, something unforgettable, not because you shout, but because your silence screams louder than any voice ever could. You became the standard they can't reach. You became the pressure they can't handle. You became the storm they can't predict. This didn't happen overnight. It was built in silence, in pain, in discipline. While they were sleeping, you were working. While they were laughing, you were grinding. While they wasted hours, you stacked wins. Now they watch you from the sidelines, confused, intimidated, questioning how you did it. But you know the truth. This wasn't magic. This wasn't luck. This was war, daily war, against weakness, against doubt, against comfort. You've trained your mind to stay cold under pressure, to stay locked when chaos surrounds you, to stay focused when distractions scream for attention. You walk with the weight of your sacrifices, and people feel it, even if they can't explain it. They'll say it's your body language, your posture, your stare, but deep down, it's something more. It's the aura of a warrior who's suffered in silence and kept moving. And that's something you can't fake, you can't copy. You have to earn it, day by day, pain by pain, battle by battle. They'll wonder why you don't smile as much, why you stay quiet, why you stay distant. But they'll never understand the wars you fought inside your head, the nights you spent doubting yourself, the mornings you woke up with no energy, but still moved. They'll never feel the weight you carried, the failures you endured, the betrayals you swallowed, and the countless times you dragged yourself forward when quitting felt easier. So no, you're not here to entertain. You're not here to please. You're not here to make people comfortable. You're here to win, to grow, to dominate, to build a legacy that screams. Even when you stay silent, they'll watch you succeed and call it luck. They'll see your discipline and call it obsession. They'll feel your presence and call it arrogance. Let them, because while they keep talking, you keep building. While they sleep, you grind. While they waste time, you sharpen your mind. You sharpen your body. You sharpen your spirit. Every step you take is intentional. Every breath you take is fueled by hunger. And every time you enter a room without a single word, you dominate it. This is who you are now. Quiet, focused, disciplined, unstoppable. You don't chase attention, you attract it without trying, without speaking, because your presence carries the weight of your journey, the silent battles, the private wars, the moments no one saw, but you survived them all. And now, every room you enter feels you before you say a word. Your energy speaks, your discipline screams, your mindset dominates, and people, they feel it, they pause, They hesitate, they wonder, but you don't explain, you don't apologize, you keep moving forward, relentless, cold, driven, because this is your new normal. This is your power. Now answer me this. What's the one thing that people feel about you before you even open your mouth? Drop your answer in the comments. Let's see who's self-aware and who's still blind to their own presence.